They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
2nd and 15. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. But we know that he can get 1st downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the 1st.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Seahawks at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. 15 They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But you look at this Bronco defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down. And this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Ready? Cowboys, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Jalen Hyatt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now it's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
38-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Harvey now on 1st and 10. Inside the 5 to the 4. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through all.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. R.J. Harvey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Shifts by him. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He finds Watson. It's caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now. 60-18 Cardinals. Warriors 70.
They're going to look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked by Kenneth Murray. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Seahawks 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Dragon 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete right side to Hyatt. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking high its way once again. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ready. Panther 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll swing this out to Harvey. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Broncos.
In motion, the tight end. Back to the air with Nix. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw is Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Nix going to give to Harvey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half.
17, Seahawks 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Next to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Now 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Evan Ingram halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Seahawks, first down.
Buffalo 18.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Say, hey! 60 Bobcats, 60.
Back to throw again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43.
That's good.
It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, first and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Bronco 80. Go check. Go check. Ready.
From the go, it's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll look to throw on third and goal. He'll try to pick it up himself. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Broncos are going to get the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now it's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
yards on the play.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Here's Nix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Guys, man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
At the 3-yard line.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
18, run with it. Cougar 19. Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Hyatt there to grab it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
70 Rangers.
That's good for a Seahawks.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19
1st
Lions.
and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. That's down the field. He's got a Royal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Looks like they'll move things around here.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Hut, hut.
looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Panther 11. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Quick slant to Watson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go street. Check smash. Check smash. 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield strike.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. This is 1st and 10.
18. Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Warrior 70.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here comes 2nd down.
19. Here we go. Check. 19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Hyatt. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
70.
Again, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That one caught downfield by Watson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Seahawks.
First down 10 at the 45-yard line.
65 catch.
He'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos. Go.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured, they go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Denver, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be